guys, welcome to a Q&A session. You can say FAQ session. We have uploaded at least 3 parts of USD INR trade in the series Introduction to Currency Derivatives USD INR in the Nifty BN channel. This has got a tremendous response from our viewers, and there were a lot of questions have been asked in this. So I thought of making a small video about answering those doubts. Let us see means what questions we have got. So we have part 1, part 2 and part 3 means all the 3 videos I have got. So let me go through the questions means what we have. So first we have got a question from Govind. Hi sir, can you please do a video on basics of future and options? Yes, this is on the cards. So I am planning to start a new series called Option Basics. So this is part of Options with Jeet. I'll start. I am under preparation. Those content is under preparation. I have not started shooting the videos, but this is on the cards. You can expect that series soon. Okay. So we have a query that the charges are too high, so better to avoid currency market in India. This is a wrong information. The currency derivatives or the currency futures, the charges are actually less than our regular equity futures and options. Many people do not know. In the part 1, 2, 3, the series of videos, I just forgot to mention one thing. The currency segment does not have STT. Okay, the STT is huge in the futures segment, but the currency market there is no STT. Okay, and your charges basically depends on your broker, on what plan you are. If you are having a per lot plan, like brokerage per lot, if you are trading 10 lots per lot, if the broker is charging 10 rupees, so each lot you will pay 10 rupees, and total for 10 lots you will pay 100 rupees one way. So when you are closing the trade, you have to pay another 100 rupees. So that way the charges will be higher. But if you are going with any of the discount brokers, and if you are on a brokerage per trade plan, the charges are actually less than the equity segment. Okay, so that is what I have already responded to that. You can see that wrong info, charges are nominal. I have done it and did not find any issues. Probably depends on the broker. With Zerodha I have done it, so it is straightforward, 20 rupees per trade. Okay, so same like equity and F&O, but minus the STT, means that I did not mention here, as well as in the part of the video also. In the Q&A session, means I want to highlight that the currency segment, the derivative segment does not have STT charges. Okay, so again means Prakash Haran has indicated that weekly expiry is 12:30, not 12 noon. Yes, means I initially by mistake I said 12 o'clock, but later in the video, like when I was explaining the contract specifications, that time I have told that it is at 12:30. Even in the part 3 also I have corrected that. So it is at 12:30. The expiry happens at 12:30. So what is a tick size? Didn't understood. So I do index options from Nokia K. So the tick size is basically the minimum movement between the trades. Means if you are in the equity, the tick size is 0.05 for the options. Means it is 5 paisa. The minimum tick is 5 paisa. Means we cannot trade with a 1 paisa tick, right? If you are having a 50 rupees, then the next tick will be 49.95 or 50.05. Means that is the minimum possible. It can go more, but it cannot be less. Means we cannot have for a 50 rupee CMP option, the next tick cannot be 49.99. Okay, means it has to be 49.95. And it cannot be 50.01. Means the minimum is 50.05, right? It's a 5 paisa tick. Same way in the currency derivatives, USD INR, the tick size is the minimum movement possible between the ticks, means which is 0.0025. In currency we have 4 decimals, but in equity we have only 2 decimals, means that is only 5 paisa tick. But in currency we have 4 decimals, so it is 0.0025. Okay, So may I know how much capital you are using for entire equity option selling. So capital is okay, means already I have responded, it is there, means there is no point in asking for what capital I am using, means you go based on the trade. So nobody will deploy the entire capital, and by knowing traders or investors capital, you are not going to gain anything. Please do not ask this question to any YouTuber or trader, sir, how much capital you are using. Means if you go and ask a bigger YouTuber, I don't want to mention names, but if there are few much bigger YouTubers, some of them are my guru also. So those people, if you ask them, they simply say, I don't know. So they just avoid this question by answering like that. But by knowing the capital of a trader, you are not going to gain or lose anything. Simply follow the strategies only. Means no point in asking what capital they have. Okay. So part 2 is already released. So it's already responded. So for margin rules, this is a good question actually. This is going to be the next big thing after SEBI's new intraday margin rules. Very low margin needed for the positions. Yes, I don't think SEBI or the exchanges will come and touch this segment, because if you see the regular currency segment, the forex market is the biggest market in the world. So in that market, the leverage is very high. The leverage is 1 is to 500 in some cases. Many of the international brokers provide this kind of leverage. Some of the unregulated broker will provide 1 is to 1000 also for trading currencies. In currencies market outside, one lot is 100,000 USD. Okay, for any USD pair, it is 100,000 USD. So 100,000 USD, people cannot trade one lot. Okay, so people don't have that kind of money. So what the broker will do, that they'll provide a huge leverage so that the retail people can take the trade. The forex network, the forex market is run by a network of banks. Means there is no like physical location like BSE or stock exchange or something like that. Even NSE does not have a physical location. NSE is virtual only mostly. They have an office, but the trade happens only in the servers. Means there is no floor where we trade. Okay. The same way, the forex market is absolutely, there is nothing. It is run by a network of banks. The trade happens 24 hours per day. Okay, 5 days a week. So the leverage there is quite high. So if you want any retail participation in the Indian stock market currency derivative segments, you have to provide at least some kind of leverage. So right now it has a huge leverage right now, because to sell a one lot of USD INR at the money call option or put option, you'll require somewhere about 2000 rupees, 2000 to 2500 rupees. If you are selling out of the money, might be very less also. Margin will be 1700. I think one of the videos I have, when I was talking about the margin, I have told 1700 plus rupees for selling couple of strikes out of the money options, 1700 rupees. That kind of leverage is going to stay. It is not going to go anywhere. Okay. So here we have Kajal Kamal. Just check, reference rate is of 12:30, not of 5 p.m. Trading cannot happen like this. It's not a gamble. I went and checked after this, but the thing is, the rate what you are getting from RBI is at 5 o'clock. Okay. I don't know how the options expire at 12:30 for the exact price, because the price what is updated as a reference rate, it is updated by 5 o'clock only. Okay. Little after 5 o'clock, it is getting updated in the NSE website. I don't know where else we can go and check the spot price of 12:30, because what we are getting is only the future prices. Spot price is updated only later in the day, means not at 12:30. Okay. If I am wrong, I am ready to correct myself. Okay. So yeah, that's all the questions in the first part of the video. So let us go to the second part of the video. So this is the part 2 of the video. So let's see from the beginning. So for Nifty and Bank Nifty, we track Bank Nifty and Nifty shares and market conditions. How to track USD INR pair? Which things affect movement? So which things affect movement? I have already explained it in the part 2 and part 3 of the video. In this video, what the comment came on the part 2 video, in the part 2 video itself, the answer is there. And in the part 3, I have given more information about what kind of situations we have to avoid trading in the USD INR and what affects the USD INR price movement. So how to track? So tracking is very simple. If you want to track the futures rate or the global market rate, you can track it in the investing.com. So let us see in the investing.com what we have. So you go to investing.com. Let us go to the currency pair if we can get it. USD INR. Yeah, you can see American dollar, US dollar, Indian rupee, Forex. FX is Forex market. So you can see the real time Forex running. The market is closed because I am recording this on a Saturday. So the Saturday the market is closed. Okay. So you can see the regular price movement. You can go to the technical chart and you can make it bigger also. The streaming chart you can make it bigger. So it has got the candles, so it's a gap down. So there is a lot of announcements which will be coming for USD as well as INR. So both gets updated in this. So this is your Forex. This is not spot, okay? Always whenever it is traded in the market, spot is not traded in the market, okay? Even in the Nifty, if you go and see, for the spot, you don't have any volume because you cannot trade the spot. Spot is only between the banks. It's nothing to do with the Forex market or our currency derivative market. The spot is only between the interbank rates only. Okay. So whatever you are seeing here is futures. So the futures rate to track, you can track it, and the USD INR means you can take the daily movement. You can see means for how long you can see means how the movement is happening. It moves in a band actually, means it does not like move breakaway or anything like that. It moves actually in the band. So right now it has gone up, now it is on a way to come down. You can see it has gone up, on a way to come down, gone up, come down, then it has gone up, now it started coming down. So from now on you can see up to like 74.5 or yeah, almost like we are somewhere near the support. Maybe like it may consolidate from here. This works by technical. So this is how like you track. Okay. So again, charges are too much. So I have already responded to this. Okay. There is not charges. So there is a liquidity issue. Samiran Ghosh has highlighted. No liquidity in ITM options. It's very difficult to roll in case ITM, huge slippage if going greater than 100 quantity. Yes, liquidity is the issue in currency derivatives. So don't allow your options to go into ITM. If you, especially if you have sold, don't allow it to go to ITM. So when it is ATM, there is a good amount of liquidity is there. You can do the rolling during that time. Means whenever like you are in the high risk trade, currency market, as I told, it is a very risky trade. So when you are having a hugely risky trade, so you have to monitor the trade. So just you take the trade and then forget about it, then it's entirely our mistake, right? So liquidity is always a problem. Means we have got liquidity in only like 5-6 strikes from the spot, not more than that. Okay, monthly has more liquidity. So if you are worried about the weekly liquidity, means you don't work on the weekly options. So better to go and take on the monthly options. Monthly options have a fair liquidity, at least like both sides, at least 8-9 strikes you will get liquidity. In monthly, ITM also has good amount of liquidity. Okay. So please make a Telegram channel where we can discuss about currency trading. We already have a bigger group. Nifty BN is a 16,000 plus members group. So you can use a hashtag and just try to ask your questions with the hashtag of USDINR. Either myself or any expert, there are many experts in our group who are taking the currency trades. They'll come and respond. For each and every segment, we cannot have a different Telegram group. It is very difficult to manage. So we'll continue with the current setup only. Okay. So Dr. Kamlesh Mirani. Hello, sir. Do we get theta decay in this contract like equity contracts? Of course, yes. Only the underlying is different. In equity, in the index options, the underlying is your index. In the stock options, underlying is your stock. In the currency options, the underlying is your currency pair. So whatever works in the derivative markets in equity, it will work here. All the theta, vega, gamma, beta, alpha, everything is applicable here also. Okay. Why usually people do not do expiry day intraday trading on Friday in USD INR? Kishore Behera. This is a good question. The answer is on the video itself. Watch the video, part 2 video again. You will come to know why people are not doing intraday. I'll give you a hint. One is the liquidity. The second thing is the expiry time and your reference rate. It's not very sure. That is why people don't do that. Okay. So recommend any books on currency trading. No need to read any book. That is what I have responded. No need to read any book. Just go through these three parts. These three parts will cover you the entire primer. This is not very in-depth videos. This is only a top level videos where just for you to understand what is the currency trading and how we can do it in the Indian markets. Means very simple terms it has been explained. So you can have a look. No need to read any books for this. Okay. So please do some firefighting videos. Yeah, part 3 you can see already there is a firefighting has been done there. Okay, not seen your Nifty BN discussion group. Yeah, Nifty BN Telegram channel link is available in every video description of the Nifty BN channel. Okay. In Opstra strategy builder seen USD INR, very important to see adjustment in graph format. Then it is to trade and repair also. Satish Vakela. I have already done a payoff chart for this. So the Google sheet is already shared in the description of part 3. I hope it is there in the part 2 also. Let me see. Yeah, you can see link to the payoff sheet. So just click this link, you will go to the YouTube group. So link to the Telegram channel is already there. Okay. So Porcelvan Manogaran. This week it seems no event but went like cause of price action. Okay. It's a surprise, means in part 3 I have explained it's a surprise because when there is absolutely no event is there, USD INR was very volatile. We don't know what happened. I have went and seen there is no news is there, but it was unreasonably volatile. But market is supreme, cannot do anything. That is what market is. Okay. So that ends the part 2 videos comments. So we'll go to the part 3 one. Part 3 one was loaded recently only. So comments are less. Let's see. So Aftab Maqsood, Fed chairman every month last week and RBI governor every 2 months first week. Of course, that is the regular speech time for them, but the interest rate changes does not happen every month last week or every 2 months first week. Okay, means I get your point, means you are talking about the meeting of the RBI governor, speech of the RBI governor. Yes, but the interest rate changes does not come in these time period. The interest rate for India, it is a quarterly change, and of course in US also it is a quarterly change only. They don't keep on changing the interest rate every month, right? Means when the interest rate changes only, the volatility in the currencies will be more. Okay, the speech there will be a volatility, but huge volatility will be there only when there is a interest rate change. I get your point. Thank you. So Konda Reddy Chilakala. So thanks bro, it's a nice video. So I am unable to find options at 75, 74, 75, 76 only, 0.25 options only showing in the Kai tab for weekly. So for that, what you need to do to get the entire options? So you need to be very specific about typing in the watch list. So you just put USD INR if you want to go for weekly. So put USD INR space W. W is for weekly. You space put W, then space which option you are going to do, CE or PE. Just put CEPE and then put the entire strike. You put 74, 74 will come there. Okay. It is as simple as that. So for everyone it will show. So the only thing is you have to be very specific about that, because all these 25 strikes will come. If you are putting 75, the entire 75 point something, everything will come, right? So you have to be a bit careful in that. So money minters, currency futures make a little more sense trading as volumes are still low in this segment. Of course, the volume is low. The futures market has more volume, but What I am trying to do is to provide a hedged trade. You tell me how you hedge currency futures. It is not possible to hedge in futures. Futures is a very, very high risk, high reward trades. Okay. So if you are buying a future or selling a futures, you will be selling it on the future rate only. You cannot have any cushion. You can go up, go down. There is no cushion. When you are going in loss, you have to come back to the options to hedge, because the future cannot be hedged with futures, right? Means it will cancel out your trades. Otherwise, you do a calendar, means you go and sell or buy the next month futures. Now weekly futures are available, means right now it is still not available, but it is coming. Weekly futures in the currencies are coming, means already, means there is a circular on that. So we are going to get a weekly future contracts in currency segment that is going to come. But the whole part, the series is for trading in options. Futures, yes, if you are going to take a high risk, you want to make a high reward, you are more worried about the liquidity, of course, you go for futures. But when you want to hedge, you have to come back to options and hedge it. So what I am trying to do is to provide a fully hedged trades with minimum risk and good amount of profit. Okay. So is this change in premium showing in left side is a day change or weekly change? Of course, yeah, it is a daily change. It that means option will not give a weekly change, right? Means whatever option strike you are seeing, the contract you are seeing, it is a daily change. Have you taken the brokerage into account while profit calculation? Of course, brokerage will be taken into account. Even like if you are making 1,000 rupees of profit in a four-legged strategy, you have to reduce 160 rupees, 80 rupees on a sell side and 80 rupees on a buy side. Means that brokerage is always calculated. But considering the leverage provided in this segment, the brokerage amount is very minimum. Sometimes we just simply leave it, because one tick is more than the brokerage itself, because I am doing 50 contracts. So you are doing 50 contracts or 100 contracts. For 100 contracts, each tick is 250 rupees, right? So one tick comes means the whole brokerage is taken care. One tick in my favor, the brokerage is taken care. So the money what involved in the brokerage is very, very less here. That is why normally means we ignore that. Okay. So how to check foreign market for currency? I have already explained. You go to the investing.com and just type USD INR. So you will get the chart. So you can track there. Okay. So that's all for the comments. So in the Nifty BN channel, whatever videos are there, I hope you have seen all these videos, the currency ones, and this is a part 4. Part 4 is your FAQ or the Q&A sessions. We have got few questions in our Nifty BN Telegram group. Sometimes like those are basically not the YouTube comments. People have commented in the Telegram group tagging this video. So I have commented more or less the questions are on the similar lines only. So I have covered most of the questions, means what you have asked, I have given the answers. Few of them I have provided the response in the comment itself. I have given the response, but I thought of making a video for a broader audience, means who have not gone through the comments. So thank you very much for your tremendous excellent response to this series. So this concludes the USD INR primer. Next session will be option basics, futures and options. I will go through the individual strategies one by one. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you for watching. Please post any questions you have in the comment section. Also, do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. To find us on Twitter, Telegram and Facebook, use the username NiftyBN. Also, we post some of our trades to the community tab. So do not forget to check that from time to time.